So yeah, hi Prithvi, hi Vivek, and hi Matin. So before starting, would you guys tell me briefly about yourself?
Okay, I'll go first. Hello, Keshav. My name is Pruthviraj Chavan. I am born and brought up in Kolhapur, Maharashtra. I did my civil engineering in VNIT Nagpur. VNIT Nagpur. After that, I had 21 months of work experience, and this March, I left my job to prepare for CAT, and yeah, that's it.
Vivek?
My name is Vivek, and I'm a computer science graduate from IIM Hyderabad. So after my graduation, I was actually preparing for UPSC Civil Services, and it's been almost 4 years. I'm 2021 graduate, but last year I was realizing that it's not really working out for me, and I need to look at other options. So this year I have decided that I'll give CAT and I'll go for MBA. So now I have this year 2025 was the first CAT, and I got 99.92%. So I'm hoping to convert something good.
Yeah, I'm Matin Sharif. I'm from Hyderabad. I have done my BTech from NIT Warangal, EC branch. So I had graduated in May 2025. Since then, I have been preparing for CAT. I wrote CAT in 2024 as well, where I got 96.5, and this year I got 99.4, and I'm just preparing for GDPI. Right?
So okay, like all of you have diverse backgrounds, I guess. One has already been preparing for UPSC, but Vivek, when did it click that you have to stop UPSC and like switch careers to actually CAT and MBA always?
It kind of happened last year because one reason was partly because UPSC as an exam was very unpredictable for me.
Yeah.
So I was, although I was giving my best, it was not really converting for me in terms of results. So then I was looking at other options. Okay, what else are there? Because it's been quite a long time since I graduated and preparing. So then I felt that okay, MBA is something that is very close because the fundamental difference which I was able to identify between bureaucracy and the management side is that there you're managing the public resources, here you're managing the private resources in a controlled environment. So I thought okay, so if not that, then this is something which is better suited to my skills and interests. So I thought I'll go for MBA, and I started preparing for CAT, and I gave it.
So then on your first go itself, you scored this much, I guess.
Yeah. It was partly because I have good quant aptitude because of my background, engineering background and all. And then one thing which helped me was, in a way, my UPSC preparation also, because for UPSC preparation, I have to read editorials and stuff. So that kind of helped me in VARC.
So like as you mentioned in your brief itself, you are 3 are from engineering background. So there is this misconception that engineers have an edge of quant. Like, did you guys will accept it, or did you work really well to achieve a good score in quant?
No, so the thing is, so it is true that engineers should have agent quant, but that didn't happen with me. So my highest percentile I received is in VARC, and after that in LRDI. Quant I just barely managed to get above 95%. So it's not like as we have prepared for exams like JEE and JEE Advanced. So there is that edge that is sure, but if you ignore it, then it's going to come.
But then what would you mean?
Definitely, I think engineers have an edge over the other people because the engineers most likely already prepare for any entrance exam in their 12th. So all the fundamental concepts they already have in mind. So it is easier for an engineer to prepare in the quant.
So okay, I think so. All of you, I think, must have agree that, but you worked your way for that, right? So I think Prithvi, I think which attempt is 2025 are you guys? So as Vivek's is first attempt, right? So Prithvi, your attempt?
So for me, actually, this is third attempt, but I must say that this is my first attempt with preparation. So last two attempts, I was just giving CAT. I didn't even attempt a single mock. So with proper prep, this was my first attempt.
Like Matin?
Yeah, this was my second attempt. The first attempt was given while my graduation, so I didn't have enough time to prepare. So I got 96 percentile, and this year I had a whole day to prepare for CAT, and I had no other work, so I gave in. I went all in and scored 99.
Great man, great stories. So I think the next question, I think for everyone, there would be very low times in their lives, and in CAT preparation also, we would face, generally the students would face a lot of low times for themselves. So like, I'm going to ask you like, what is your lowest time and how did you bounce back from that exact time? We could start.
Yeah, for me it was because of my UPSC journey itself, because it's one thing to change your career, but it's a completely different thing where you have put in a lot of time and then you have to change your career with almost nothing. So when I was deciding to prepare for CAT itself, that was very tough for me because I had to let go of the entire thing and start something completely new. As far as the CAT preparation was concerned, during I think when I was giving mocks, DILR was one section which was definitely bugging me.
Yes.
So VARC I was doing okay consistently, and Quant I was doing okay consistently, but DILR my marks used to vary a lot. So that was there were times when I was feeling like okay, this is not also working for me. But yeah, I kept on giving mocks and try to rectify my mistakes, and eventually it worked well for me.
Pruthvi?
So actually, it's a funny story. It's quite depressing as well for me. So the thing is, during my CAT prep, I was preparing whole time. So while starting the prep, my dream college was, as everyone sees, it was IIM Ahmedabad. So the thing happened while filling my CAT form, I didn't select IIM Ahmedabad, and I came to realize this later when there was this edit window, and during that time you couldn't change it. So when I realized it, it was quite means there was no motivation behind for me to go and attempt CAT again. So then I kept telling myself it's okay. There are other colleges as well as good as Ahmedabad. You should just focus on CAT. Don't let anything else bother you right now. So that happened. It took me a bit of courage and time to get out of it, but yeah, I got out of it and I did well in my CAT.
And
You didn't apply for IIM?
Yeah.
One funny story regarding this is, I think one of the applicants this year itself. So what happened is, while applying for CAT form itself, so we have to upload our passport size photo, right?
Yeah.
So he uploaded his dog's photo in his place, photographs place. Actually, he has a habit of saving JPEG as images. So all JPEG as images, and then I think he accidentally uploaded it. Then in the edit window, he then rechecked it. He didn't upload it. He just in the preview itself.
Okay.
In the preview, he saw it. I think he messaged me in the WhatsApp. He kept that, sir, मैंने ये किया. And then we were laughing it off. I told everyone this, and then everyone laughed it off. And eventually, I think he did well this year. I think he scored 96 or something, and he's going to hopefully he will get MDI this time. Finding this next month. But Prithvi's story, I think it's instant motivation killer, I guess. So we are talking about the motivation, right? So eventually Vivek has a motivation of switching careers and has to overlap his skills of management. So Matin, what is your motivation for the preparation, and did we do anything better to keep you motivated?
Nothing. I didn't have any backup option. I only should go all in. There's no other option. So that was my only motivation. Yeah, that's it. I was just consistent, and my goal was to be consistent every day and do something or the other, always without wasting any time and preparing consistently. So that was only my motivation.
I like to add something on this motivation thing. So the thing is, when you keep on giving the mocks, your scores are going to fluctuate no matter what you do, no matter what strategy you are going to apply from start to end, your scores are going to fluctuate. So initially my scores were decent, then it got better, and once it got better around 110ish, then it suddenly dropped to 80, 75, and then motivation thing came in. So during that time I used to give Cracku mocks, and the thing that motivated me the most were live attempts by Maruti sir and Saili ma'am. So I used to see that even a 100 percentile guy who have managed to score 5 times 100 percentile could means he were also not able to solve all the 4 sets. He was even doing single set DILR sets in some mocks. So that was kind of motivation me. I held my back and said, okay, it's fine. It's happened to the best of us. So that was a very good motivation for me.
Actually, I would like to add to what he said. See, for me, I didn't have a lot of time to give CAT, and my only source of preparation was mock test. And when I was in the initial times when I was giving it, I didn't have any strategy as to how you have to attempt the paper. I was just whatever questions come at the front, I was attempting it and moving on. But this faculty live attempts thing, I think that was extremely helpful for me, because it is one thing to know the answer to a question, but it's completely different thing actually solve those in the paper strategically, so that you can maximize your marks. So I will just give an example. In the VARC section, the questions are usually jumbled. So it's not like the first you'll get all the paragraph questions and then you'll get verbal section. It is not like that. The questions are usually jumbled. And what I used to do initially was I will just attempt whatever comes first. But when I was looking at the faculty attempt video by Maruti sir, he was attempting reading comprehensions first, and he gave an explanation as to why he was doing it. Because when when you are giving exam with a fresh mind, the VRC is the first section. So reading comprehension is usually done. So it is better for you to attempt it first rather than attempting towards the end. So that kind of I changed my attempt strategy. Okay, this is how you have to do, and it definitely improved my overall attempt also and my marks also. So like that, I think Cracku really helped me with strategizing your attempt when it comes to faculty live videos. So that is something which I found very unique with respect to Cracku.
So I think Vivek, you explained the main motor behind of it. I think.
Yeah.
We are talking about the VRC scores and all. I think Prithvi, I think you scored exceptionally well in VRC.
Yeah, I did.
Like, if someone is preparing for 26, like, how to do VRC? Like, from scratch to exceptionally high level?
So the thing that stood out for me was I had genuine interest in reading. So I used to love reading those articles. I used to love getting the knowledge from different sector, different domains. So that was the thing that I loved the most, and I think that's what helped me a lot in scoring in VRC. So you should read as much as is possible. I see guys advising that you don't need to read articles and don't need to do stuff, but I think you should make up a habit of reading. That helps. That helps a lot.
Think to keep up the consistency, like what are the things that you follow? I think to achieve an exceptional score, I think it is not possible with short bursts of study. I think it takes a long-term consistency. Like, what are the things that you actually applied to be staying consistent and like result driven? Like, what are the things that actually helped you to stay consistent?
See, as people when they're preparing for exam, they usually talk about motivation, but actually more important thing is discipline.
Yes.
So motivation is something which you will have today, and it might not really be there tomorrow or the next week, and you lose it. But when you're disciplined, when you wake up at a particular time, you give exam at a particular time, you analyze your results of that exam after the exam is done, and then you prepare whatever you have to prepare, and then give the next exam. So when you have the disciplined, usually disciplined way of preparing, then you don't need motivation as such. You will naturally keep preparing well. Sometimes an external factors, for example, in my case, career switch, that was kind of an important thing because my career was not really picking up, so that motivated me more. For some people, it could be genuine interest or something else in the subjects. Some people might be interested, but I think the most important thing is discipline. Not just for CAT, I think for any exam, discipline is the most important thing, which I myself struggle a lot, but I think that is the most important.
And that's very like a UPSC answer. All the factors of discipline, and I think that
Adding to that, sometimes we are not consistent on some days. So not taking that to heart and just having 1 or 2 off days in between is absolutely fine.
yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think like, so where this is the interesting part. So like, when we predicted the percentile, like, is it matching with the predict percentile, the actual percentile which you get? Is it matching?
yeah, mine was 99.40 predicted by Cracku, and in the actual result, it reflected exactly 99.40%.
For the 2 decimal.
Yeah.
Great, man. For
For me, it was pretty close. Cracku predicted 99.91. I got 99.92. It was very close.
So for me, Cracku predicted 99.92 and I got 99.95, but their topper list, I think that was pretty accurate, because if you calculate my rank according to the percentile, it would come around 120, 130, and Cracku was showing 134. So I think that was pretty accurate. Means for upper ranks, if you are achieving, then I think the toppers list is quite a good benchmark.
So actually, Cracku has the highest data points with respect to this thing. So it is most probable that they will be very accurate, at least in the range of 99, they will be accurate.
They had almost 65,000.
They have almost 1/3 of the entire
80.
Close to 80K this year, I guess. Last year we stopped at 70, but this year very close to 80K. So yeah, before wrapping up, any final advice that you want to give to 2026 aspirants, and like, is there any way that they can get into the dream B school? As someone, Prithvi, has the dream B school of IIMs. Everyone has their own dream B school. For someone who want to get into finance and investment banking, they would definitely want to go into C. See, they have these dreams, right? So how to achieve that? Like, any final tips for 26 aspirants?
Firstly, be clear with what you want. Be clear with what you do, and try to be consistent. Have an off day per week, or don't pressurize yourself too much. Particularly when you don't have any job, you feel constant stress on the back of your mind. So don't take that seriously and focus only on your preparation. And also sometimes our mock scores dip very low. Don't give up and just keep on working hard. And also CAT is just half point in your B school journey. So after CAT, take it as a motivation your result and work towards the end goal, which is joining the B school and then doing an MBA. So GDPI prep is also very important in the preparation journey.
Vivek, okay. One thing which I wanted to say was I usually surf Reddit. So from what I observed from a lot of people who are preparing for CAT is people complain a lot. They complain about profiles. They complain about someone getting unfair. Some people say engineers get unfair advantage. Some people say non-engineers are getting it. Some people say women are getting it. So one thing which I wanted to say was there is no point in complaining. Like your complaining doesn't really change the criteria. The criteria has been decided based on many things, which you might not understand at this point. But the B school has some reason as to why they are putting it. So rather than complaining about things which are not in your control, focus on things that are in your control. That is what I felt while I was preparing also, because for my profile, general engineering male, and with no proper work ex, because I was preparing for UPSC, it was very tough for me to get into top B school. So the only thing which I was focusing on is these things on my profile and all I can't really change now. So the best thing I can do is get good percentile in CAT. So I think focus on things which you can actually change rather than complaining about other things. That is
Vivek?
all.
Yeah, so exactly as I said, control the controllables. So the first thing is I have personally very bad profile. My 10th, 12th and CGP is decent, but 10th and 12th are bad. So control the controllable, don't think of anything else. First step is focus on CAT. And for CAT, the most important thing is play your strengths. For me, Quant was not something that I was very comfortable with. I was comfortable doing it in sectionals, but when I did it in mocks, my performance dipped quite a lot. So play your strength. My strength was VARC. I had confidence in it. I played by it. I achieved 60 marks. So that helps to boost my scores quite a lot. So play by your strength, and also don't worry about anything else, and just for the preparation state, focus on CAT, and after that you can. There are a lot of platforms, Cracku as well, where you can find out GDPI prep and go to your dream B school.
Great, man. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you, guys. Thank you.